Good morning, fellow Southern Cameroonians. Today na Tuesday, number 8 day for this month of April 2025. My name na Capo Daniel, una own countryman, Sense Pass King, Lukong. Una welcome to our daily podcast, a program where they bring una the truth, where they bring una meaningful information, fact-based analysis for help we as we work out for this journey to our freedom, the freedom of the peoples of the Ambas Bay. Our people them at home and abroad, I bring una liberation greetings. Our political prisoners, asylum seekers, I salute una all. Boy them for bush and wonder where them day for road. I want to bring una all special salute from the People's Right Advocative Platform, PRAP, where me, Capo Daniel, Abina, chairman for day. My fellow country people, in this era where people they need to see read newspaper, they need to take time for listen for anything, then they only for thing where they feel play me here, then watch them for their telephone. Would they bring on a very important information for developing things the way they happen around the geopolitical atmosphere where it is for Southern Cameroon. One and also they for a very strategic position between Nigeria and Cameroon for the Gulf of Guinea, a very important place for global trade. Na just say what people they never sabi tun she don't for under, but they need for understand. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk about strategic investment and political payback. Olusegun Obasanjo, the former president for Nigeria, is $700 million deal we don't get with Cameroon government for expose for una so that make una not be blindsided the things the way they happen for una corner. We know say plenty country then the way they use people them when war it go on or when people then get their grievances. They will not be stranger for any man. I think so. Know them all very well. We don't see them for this our Amazonian struggle. The promises and ways on country they began for we and where the struggle they start. The indication the ways on one they began for we and how they then behave later. When our day for grassroots, we also need for know where to where it happen. So fellow Amazonians, Nigeria they always talk say Cameroon it be buy Bakassi na for buy Bakassi. Today I want to clarify them because some big deal the way Cameroon idan giam for Olusegun Obasanjo. Now that Nigerian president when he hand over Bakassi back for Cameroon, he be signed that Green Tree Agreement after Cameroon be win Nigeria for court for 2002. Now he become for sign that document. I go tell una the history and then I go put una the historic geopolitical context so that make una no be blindsided for what way it happen around una. So what way it happen today, I go specify them and then I go bring una the analysis, make una eye them be open. The thing where it happened, I say, a couple of days ago, Obasanjo, the former Nigerian president, either announced and say, organization where he get them, they go do some investment deal for Cameroon where it be worth $700 million US. You feel imagine that amount of money. Now money where big person department themselves for Cameroon or some ministry them for Cameroon their budget. That deal from which we would then get them, the Cameroon government it then arrange for give Olusegun Obasanjo for Kribi for all places. When I know say Kribi na strategic town for Cameroon where Joseph Owona people then way then form this poor ideology for the Cameroon their regime where Charles de Gaulle be put on for place. Now he be one of their biggest doctor, past even Paul Biya self. He be then put and say Kribi na strategic town. Tower engineer the way they be the build Chad Cameroon pipeline project. They be talk say need to come past Komona for Limbe na the easiest and cheapest way. They be talk say dan semigi pass through Southern Cameroon land. They must put them now instead for Kribi because Kribi be strategic for them for challenge the potential will get them for inside Victoria or Limbe, their deep sea port and natural seaport for that Gulf of Guinea where be supposed to carry all international trade them. So they always want to put Kribi, make it challenge and make it develop, go for some extent way. If we can get autonomy or freedom tomorrow, or independence tomorrow, we no go fit challenge them because we easily beat Douala Seaport in terms of infrastructure and capacity for down for Victoria for Limbe. So Olusegun Obasanjo, this is investment where they want for Gian for ye, now for inside Kribi, it is shown that the strategic thinking behind such investment. Wait till day for this package where Cameroon government idan Giam for Olusegun Obasanjo. Me gonna remember say Nigeria don't always be a strategic enemy for Cameroon. They don't always try to make sure say me road the way they enter for Nigeria make it not be very good because even with Southern Cameroon they make a me with the pass now through their land. For stop we may go know of a bit closer to Nigeria because they make them we will rekindle our old connection we will get them for Nigeria. We would deal with them for the past 42 years before one come for join French Cameroon them for form the Union of Cameroon. So no be some place where they go to give them access for Cameroon, licenses, certain strategic sector them for Cameroon the economy. Now a very political and sensitive thing where they control and arrive from Vomeka. So me gonna know which way it happen. Which way they ran give for Obasanjo? They ran give it 610 hectares for land for grow maize and soya beans cultivation, primarily for transform for export. They ran also give it license for distribution of fertilizer and land for build big warehouse with connection for import fertilizer right from Russia for inside Cameroon. Now, very important sector, and this way Cameroon need to give the license them anyhow. They don't also give you license them for energy and maritime. That means say for oil and gas storage terminal, for build oil and gas terminal for Kribi, where they go to refuel. That means say ship they go can they take fuel for they like na petrol station for ship them, and also places they store petrol them for they. They don't also give you license for transshipment services. They don't also approve the license for build a 5-star hotel for inside Kribi. So why Cameroon go to give all these type of privileges for the Nigerian former president Obasanjo? What people that need to shine their eye for know the historic context of this man as we look into this case of political compensation as they compensate for complying with that Bakassi case. It be important because we for Southern Cameroon, we know our history very well. We know say Bakassi na part of Southern Cameroon, where the German government it be taken from British government. It be been a British territory, no doubt, for many, many years. But British government, they no be fit challenge German because German it be over strong at that time. German it be talk say want that mangrove area for Bakassi. So the British government be agree, signed document for 1913, where they call them the Anglo-German Treaty, handing Bakassi to the German government. We know this case very well. So Bakassi is ours. But what we don't know is the other side of the story. So I go inform you now for educational purposes. For Nigeria, they claim say their border, it be before the border where they be drawn before 1913. That means say they know they recognize that Anglo-German treaty, even though not a legal treaty. Their reason and their argument na say wait. Then talk say the British government, even though they be signed that document with the Germans, the British government not ever withdraw for Bakassi, then continue for administer Bakassi. The German government, even though they be signed that document, they not ever send administrator them for Bakassi. Bakassi don't always be administered and governed by Nigeria. It there for their constitution for Nigeria. They appoint minister, they appoint people them for they create local government for they invest for they. 95% of population for Bakassi then consider themselves like Nigeria, where they don't get nothing to do with Cameroon. They travel, road them where they go for Nigeria, it go na through for Bakassi, it go na through Nigeria. Or they trade them, they sell na through Nigeria. So Nigeria na their own side of the story. That's what them believe say Bakassi na their territory because Cameroon never ever administer Bakassi. The conflict for Bakassi, me gonna understand, is starting for 1980. Time where Cameroon they consolidate our Southern Cameroon, they start saying gendarme, then the first gendarme enter for the 1980. Then get conflict because the Nigerian government challenge them for they, then fight for they, then withdraw back. The thing it calm down. It won't be 1990, time where Frundi be failed election. Some Southern Cameroonian they engage with the Nigerian government. And the Nigerian government also engage with some Southern Cameroon government. This one will get them a classified thing the way they need to talk on for social media. But we know say now one of the trigger that way Nigeria start to become aggressive because they begin planting when Southern Cameroon matter go stand up, then go use that opportunity for support we and then take Bakassi. But as we know, we need the miss opportunity for miss opportunity. The people the way the Nigeria the government meet up them for London, discuss with them. They want even set up them budget. Give them things the way they go help them, then challenge Cameroon, then take Bakassi. John Frundi, be interested from information they get from first-hand people the way that I'm engaged in those things. John Frundi was not interested. As a result, the Southern Cameroonian, the way they be meet up them, they elite them, they can't meet up SCNC people them. Most of them talk now say money day for day, cocky done, cocky no done. They start sabotage each other. Now say Nigeria fee say they no be fee support we because we will be divided. The time where they approach we, instead for we for take advantage, we demonstrate way to order always do them. We never miss an opportunity to miss an opportunity. So we know from all diplomatic engagement, say we no fit get independence without Nigerian support. African Union no fit even listen to our case the last time we be happen for day because of lack of Nigerian interest. There don't always be suspicion for Nigeria. So Obasanjo be sell, Bakassi na sell am for Cameroon. Say Paul Biya be corrupty as na Manwe na Mr. Corrupt. And would get now more physical evidence than for the possibility of what actually happened. We don't also see for Nigeria and their parliament, Obasanjo, a political party, when I be the head for that political party, the People's Democratic Party for Nigeria, their lawmaker, then they try for rejuvenate Southern Cameroon matter, Bakassi matter them, also for apply pressure, would think say, that the pressure they don't pay off. So we will be aware, even when people they use we, because we know say people they don't engage for this type of politics. I remember firsthand, the case for America, where the State Department, they will give us indication, say they go support Southern Cameroon, they go even apply pressure, even give sanction for Paul Biya, he regime them, but wait till way happen, I say wait. Paul Biya instead Komogo signed deal with Russia. And then instead for the State Department for America for sanction Cameroon, their government, as they be the promise they instead don't give na sanction against Ayabacho banning for Camp for America when they talk about restriction for visa. Paul Atanga, the way they be promised, we say they will sanction it, and the people they named for Cameroon or Angiam for the American, and the people the way now that they use Cameroon military for carry out war crimes them. Those people they instead be them free for visit America. So would you see the same thing where they play out for Nigeria, where the PDP they try for promote Amazonian issue, but now instead for go get their elites, they deal them with Cameroon. So they use the elites for grants them access in exchange for regional loyalty, who need to be aware of this mafia the way it go on. Nigeria be get a clear case and a clear way for win Cameroon over Bakassi, therefore go through war. And there is no way Cameroon for free win Nigeria, even including for use francs and not for free win Nigeria, given the American support for Nigeria and the limit with France for free get and for engage in direct war between Nigeria and Cameroon over Bakassi. Nigeria for win that war hands down. Even more so, Nigeria for use Southern Cameroon as a backdoor way for attack Cameroon, their control over Bakassi and therefore free win Bakassi through war. But Obasanjo, surprisingly, strangely, according to Nigeria and their own thinking, choose me then go for International Criminal Court. We know very well say they go for they go lost because Cameroon now we get Bakassi in terms of paper. So at least we don't know the background where to be happen for that strange time for 2002 where they be go for ICJ. The decision it will be handed down, say they don't hand over Nigeria Bakassi to Cameroon. Obasanjo, contest them. He agree, he accept the decision. He signed the Green Tree Agreement where he talks that Nigeria need to transfer Bakassi completely to Cameroon, transfer the authority and the administration physically for Cameroon, withdraw their army for Bakassi within a period of 6 years. Within that 6 years period for 2006, the treaty he engaged. Nigeria, their military then withdraw for Bakassi. 2009, Nigeria, their Cameroon government, they extend amnesty for Bakassi chiefs and people they be support Nigeria for inside Bakassi, then give them amnesty. But the group where they call them BNL, the Biafra National League, led by Prince Will, he launched their operation them against the Cameroon military for they refusing the amnesty. Prince Will, he don't be one of those leaders for Biafra where they don't always be in contact with me from the beginning of this struggle. They for Nnamdi Kanu group, he did on his own. This boy way he to the Dela Ayabacho for Biafra way they used to claim action the way concern he used to call their group saying that the Navy for the Biafra movement, the way we know say those one are just propaganda. Now forgive una all complete image for which the gomu una be understanding because knowledge is power. So that is what is going on, my country people. Them which would see na a classic payback, political payback for handing over Bakassi to to Cameroon. This one also, it grant access for the political people them for inside Nigeria, for give them a stakehold inside Cameroon so that the issue, the lawyer, the sympathy with that our show for we Southern Cameroon, it no go ever exist again for Nigeria. As Nigerians, they will now get a stake for inside Cameroon, their economy, their elites, they will become one, they go to think as one, they go get a common interest at our own expense. This type of political strategy for exchange land and deals for such compensation, I think the world answer for the war. If you look for Indonesia, for East Timor, time way they be the fight for independence, the government for Indonesia, IBCC, the regional partner, they try for support East Timor, their independence. They start grants them contracts. For inside Indonesia, big infrastructure contract, they made them invest for they. You also get the Belt and Road project where China decide for become be railway station around the world and railway line them. In exchange, say the country then they go support China, one China policy, and they don't go stand for support Taiwan, their independence in case war it broke out. They don't go allow America may then use their area then for attack China in exchange for the Belt and Road project. So now the same type of thing where Pobia it try for adopt them for use them for make sure say Nigeria and Cameroon they go work as one. Cameroon no go ever support Biafra. Nigeria it no go ever support Southern Cameroon or Ambazonia. Now the type of maneuver then this way they take place in front of our eye. Meanwhile people they not be blindsided because tomorrow when I go see say the PDP for Nigeria it go start lose interest for Ambazonia their case refugee their problem. They will start be hostile for our refugee them. Their governor, the way they support we after they start get this transfer for money, you go see say their attitude them too, they go change. Make una begin know the reasons why when I get the right for know exactly which way it happen. So what are the direct consequences of this deal where Obasanjo then get them for Cameroon? One, I said Nigeria will become less willing to allow Southern Cameroon refugee and their activism them, including for carry out protests them. They will apply for make protests, they will reject them, they will become more hostile for our visibility for inside Nigeria. You will also get future covert support or diplomatic pressure from Nigeria against our own struggle. So our Ambazonian struggle will become increasingly isolated as this economic deal then will take precedent over our historic cry for justice. Obasanjo's stake make him now personally invested in Cameroon unity, and the PDP, the biggest party for inside Eastern region or Biafra region for Nigeria, they will now be physically vested for Cameroon unity, further reducing our likelihood for we to succeed in any meaningful way. So finally, we don't see a covert settlement for Obasanjo rule for transfer Bakassi to Cameroon sovereignty. Obasanjo na big leader for their political party and for Nigeria. You go see their elites them now they go start becoming aligned with ye. Their interests, they will visit French Cameroon side, not be even our English zone them anymore. So these are what we anticipate and this is what we predict so that our people when they see these things they will know exactly where it come from. And this one will likely be a regional model for other African country them where they go to do this type of thing when I go to weakness and because then to go see how Pobia they play mafia, it go to sweet them. Then too, they go to try for the engage similar mafia them for solve regional problems. So the one Emmanuel Macron, they teach Pobia very well how to handle things them. And we need to know because at least the least thing we can do is to educate our people about such issue. It will empower us with the knowledge to know what to do in our political calculation to know how we move forward. Capo Daniel, looking out for you, signing off.